Once upon a time, deep beneath the surface of the earth, there was a hidden underground facility. In this quiet, metallic world lived a little girl named Eva. She wasn't alone, though. She had a robot named Mother. Even though Mother was made of gears and circuits, she cared for Eva with a warmth and love that felt completely human. As the years went by, Mother taught Eva everything she needed to know about the world above. But growing up in a bunker is lonely, and Eva soon grew tired of playing by herself. Sensing her sadness, Mother gave her a little doll to keep her company. But as Eva got older, even a room full of dolls couldn't fill the hole in her heart. On Eva's 7th birthday, Mother gave her a special gift, a multifunctional device. It could talk just like a friend and answer any question Eva had. More than anything, Eva dreamed of seeing the outside world, and she begged her new device to show her what was out there. But Mother was firm. Eva could only leave once she passed a special test. To prepare her, Mother showed Eva a hologram of a man named Cadmus. His message was heartbreaking. He explained the terrible truth: the Earth was no longer safe for humans. Eva was being raised in this facility for a reason: to become strong enough to survive the challenges of a broken future. From that day on, Eva's life became a whirlwind of training. She learned how to find food, how to cook, how to hunt, and even how to solve complex calculations. She was trained to be a survivor. By the time she turned 16, Mother finally told her the words she had waited a lifetime to hear. "The time has come for your test!" Eva was so excited. This was the biggest day of her life. But that morning, she heard a strange scratching sound coming from behind her bedroom wall. Driven by curiosity, she managed to open a panel and discovered something shocking. On the other side was another facility, just like hers, but it was in ruins. It was dark and decaying. She saw 6 other chambers there. It hit her then. There had been other children before her, but they hadn't survived. Eva was the only one. Searching for a way out, Eva found a strange door, but she couldn't climb high enough to reach it. Suddenly, she saw a creature passing by and called out for help. But this wasn't a friend. It was a dangerous monster that immediately started attacking her. Eva scrambled back into her facility and locked the doors, but the creature wouldn't give up. It kept pounding at the entrance, triggering the base alarms. Mother realized they were in danger. She grabbed Eva and activated the security systems, but nothing could stop the beast. Realizing they were trapped, Mother made a desperate choice. She opened the outer gate and told Eva to run to get to the surface and save herself. For the first time in 16 years, Eva stepped onto the Earth's surface. But it wasn't the world from the holograms. Everything had changed. The air was different, and the land was covered in terrifying plants and bizarre creatures. When she asked her device about them, it had no answers. These species weren't in its database. Some plants even tried to eat her, and she only escaped by using her suit to fly away. Desperate for answers, she spotted someone in the distance and ran toward them. But mid-run, a giant plant grabbed her, pulling her into its belly. As she struggled, she saw the person clearly. It wasn't a human, but an alien named Render. At first, Eva was terrified, but Render saved her life by cutting the plant open. He didn't say a word. He just drank some water from the plant and started to walk away. Eva followed him, but Render suddenly stopped. He sensed something. High above, a flying monster appeared. Before they could fight back, the monster knocked them both unconscious. When Eva woke up, she found herself and Render hanging in the monster's lair. She saw Mother there too, along with another strange, helpful creature named Otto. Thinking fast, Eva dodged a laser gun, freed herself, and then let Otto loose. Otto tried to run, which distracted the monster, giving Eva time to save Render and Mother. Just as the monster was about to fire its laser at them, Otto returned, crashing his ship right onto the beast. In the chaos, Eva grabbed her friends and jumped, falling down a steep mountain. They thought they were finished, but to their surprise, Otto could fly. He caught them and carried them to a safe mountain peak. Once they landed, Eva saw that Mother was still unconscious. She checked Render's bag, hoping to find a battery or a tool to jumpstart her robot mom. Render pulled the bag away, but he handed her a piece of chewing gum. It seemed strange, but when Eva chewed it, something amazing happened. She could suddenly understand Render's language. Finally, they could talk. But when Mother woke up, she immediately tried to attack Render, thinking he was a threat. Eva jumped in, explaining that Render was a friend who had saved them. Eva then noticed something familiar. Render's coat was made by humans. She was sure he knew where the humans were, but Render told her he had simply found the coat in a nearby society. Eva didn't care. It was a lead. She made a deal. Render could have her multifunctional device if he led her to that society. As they traveled through the jungle, Eva heard a cry for help. It was a small creature, a Scorpio, caught in a trap. Against Render's warnings, Eva helped it, but before she could finish, the flying monster returned and snatched the little creature away. Heartbroken but determined, they kept moving until they reached a beautiful, bustling alien town. To get inside without being noticed, Render helped Eva, Mother, and Otto disguise themselves as locals. It was a special festival day featuring a spiderfish race. Eva tracked down the shop where Render got the coat, but the shopkeeper was greedy. He demanded 500 coins for information and kicked them out. Eva realized the only way to get the money was to enter the race. She didn't have a vehicle, so she used her robot mother as the racing craft. The race was brutal, and at first, they were losing. But Eva discovered she had a special power telekinesis. She used her mind to talk to the spiderfish, giving it the courage to push forward. They won. With the 500 coins in hand, they hid at the home of Render's brother. Even though the family was scared of a human, Render stood up for her. That night, Render told Eva about a magician who lived in a house made of mushrooms, someone who knew everything about the history of humans. At midnight, Eva went to the mushroom house. The magician agreed to talk, but he wanted a high price. Eva's good memories. She agreed, and as the memories left her, the magician told her the story of Earth. He explained that long ago, aliens arrived and saw how beautiful the Earth was. Humans fought them, but the aliens eventually won because humans were already destroying the planet themselves. The aliens renamed the planet Bono. When the magician realized Eva was a human, he became furious and kicked her out, blaming her ancestors for the deaths of his people. Feeling lost, Eva went back to the shopkeeper, who finally told her the truth. He knew where the humans were, but he needed something human in return. It was a trap. He turned her over to a minister named Malka, who used a beast to capture her. Render saw her being taken away and felt a wave of guilt. Eva was brought before Queen Ojo. The queen was kind, but she was a prisoner in her own palace, controlled by a cruel legal advisor who held all the power. Ojo took Eva to a museum of human artifacts and gave her a place to stay, a house that was a symbol of human history. But the legal advisor intervened. He wanted to perform experiments on Eva. He dragged her to a lab, but Queen Ojo had had enough. She realized her own strength, stood up to the advisor, and took back her father's royal staff. With her power restored, she freed Eva and told her about a distant desert where human survivors might still be living. Eva, Mother, Render, and Otto set off in a car toward the desert. They found a ruined human city in the distance, but a massive broken bridge stood in their way. Below was a deadly desert river. Mother warned her it was too dangerous, but Eva was so close she couldn't stop. She drove onto the bridge, but the desert sand choked the engine. The car stalled and tumbled into the abyss. Eva broke down in tears, thinking she had led her friends to their deaths. But then she remembered, Otto could fly! Using a high point on the bridge, Otto glided them all across to the city. Eva ran through the streets, calling out for her people, but the city was a graveyard. There were no living humans there, only silence and ruins. She realized with a heavy heart that she was the last girl on Earth. Suddenly, the legal advisor, who was actually the magician, arrived with his beast to kill her. A final battle began. The beast was too strong, and just as it was about to strike Eva, Otto crashed a bus into it. It didn't work. The beast lunged again, but this time a swarm of little Scorpios, the ones Eva had helped earlier, came to her rescue, swarming the monster and pulling it down. In the struggle, Mother stepped in front of a weapon meant for Eva. She was mortally wounded. Eva held her robot mother, crying as the light faded from Mother's eyes. She had lost the only family she ever knew, but then the sky parted. A massive airship descended. As the doors opened, a man stepped out. It was Cadmus, the man from the hologram she had watched since she was a little girl. He looked at her with kindness and said the words she had prayed for, "Let's go home." With tears in her eyes, Eva realized that while Earth was gone, her future wasn't. She boarded the ship, leaving the world of Bono behind to find a new home among the stars. Would you like me to find some similar sci-fi stories or movies that explore the relationship between humans and AI?